are you doing, Melanie?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Ken?
Excellent. Thank you. So you've been in this space since 2014.
Yes, I have.
And you started building a hardware wallet. And with all the news in the press about large capital raises of hardware wallets, you exited the hardware wallet business. Why did you change your focus?
So our very first hardware product was a hardware Bitcoin wallet. And one of the things that we realized was that so long as technical proficiency was a blocker for adoption in this space, the blockchain and any application built on top of it was going to remain stagnant. So we decided to take a different approach. We realized that cryptography, obviously as a tool for security and many other things as well, is incredibly powerful, but it's missing an experience layer, or since cryptography really needs to be consumerized. So we changed focus and decided to build something that would help enable that future of all these blockchain applications.
So what does that future look like then?
So in my opinion, the future of any app, whether it's decentralized on a blockchain or it's not, it's a traditional application that's centralized, user experience is everything. User experience is what powers adoption across all verticals, across all industries. So we designed a product that was familiar from a human level. And we actually have a video that we could show you. This is why we needed the button.
Can you guys play the video in the back because we don't have a clicker?
Yes, I like it.
So no 32-digit alphanumeric cap-sensitive codes?
No, definitely not. And at Token, we very much believe that consumers drive adoption. It's not going to be enterprises that tell you how you should access things, whether it's a door or it's an account, it's going to be you. And the power of the blockchain is in bringing power back to us as users, as consumers, and as humans.
So I see that video, and it reminds me of 15 years ago when the internet videos were being made and my refrigerator was going to order a quart of milk when I ran out of milk. Are we 15 years away from seeing this in practice?
No, we aren't actually. So our first batch is already quietly in market, and we are working across many verticals that are very obvious as you watch this video. And we've built major partnerships with some of the world's largest identity issuers and organizations to make all of this to come to fruition. And currently, it's working, and we're very excited.
How many of the things in the video can the users now today use and do?
So if you're a token user, let's say you live in London, I was going to say New York, but more global world, let's say London, you can use it to buy a gallon of milk at the store. You can use it to pay for your tube on the subway and not pay for a ticket, get the ticket, swipe it, but actually simply walk up and tap your hand. You can use it to get into your office building. You can use it to get into your desktop. You can use it to get into your house door. And if you have a newer car, you can use it to drive your car.
Very cool. But we've been through a year, last year, of massive hacks of Equifax and Uber and Yahoo. How safe is this?
So having been motivated and inspired by the blockchain since 2010, when I first read the white paper, I very much believe in decentralization, but not just on a software level. I believe in decentralized hardware. And this is often sometimes the missing component of these killer blockchain applications. So it's safe because all of your information, all of the keys that represent you are decentralized and only live with you. And your next question would be, okay, well, what happens if I lose this ring and I leave it on a table at a Starbucks? There's a fingerprint scanner inside of tokens. So when you wake up in the morning and put it on, so long as it's you and that is your token and you're paired to that token, you're the only person that can wear it. And I will preempt the next question too by saying, I'm sure
I don't need to be here.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming there's half of the people in the audience are wondering, what happens if someone chops off my finger?
I did ask that question.
Which I'm always very curious, were people thinking that when the iPhone put fingerprint scanner in, or is that just token? I'm very confused. But actually, so certainly that's a potential problem, but fingerprints hardware has gotten very good, and now you need a live finger. So that's something, certainly something.
I'm curious, do you think of this as a hardware business or a network effects business?
So I very much believe that for us to be successful, we needed to build a network effect business. But we didn't intend, the idea wasn't how do we make this a network effect product, it was how do we solve this problem, and then what does that unlock when there are more people who are using token? So the answer is it is absolutely a network effect business, but with any good product, the first person that's using your app, your hardware, needs to have as much value. They need to capture the entire experience that you're trying to sell to them. So for us at Token, if you were the first person that had token, which actually may have been Ryan Shea, so you might be able to say something about this. If you are the first person, you have as much value as the 1,000th person, except as you grow, as we scale, there are certainly additional things that are unlocked. And what we're excited about is what a world of decentralized hardware looks like when those pieces of hardware can communicate in a decentralized way and share access, share value, share data.
This has become a little bit viral,
Yeah.
and I was really surprised that you haven't done any marketing. How big is the wait list now? How does someone get one? How much does it cost? And how did you do this without marketing? All one question.
All in one question, okay. So we were a little bit overwhelmed. We put up our website in July and a really great video, this one that I just showed you, which has over 100 million views, and that was fantastic. I didn't expect that. Certainly we would have loved for that to happen. And there are currently about 40,000 people on our wait list, which we will get to shipping as we produce. Like I said, our first batch is already quietly in market.
Great. How much does it cost?
It's $150, but one of the things I'll note is if you think about identity throughout the ages, we've used all sorts of things to prove who we are. If even back historically, jewelry is one of the first identifiers of human beings. And so what we very much believe is that token, as it is today, which is a ring, should reflect your personal style. It's something that you need to wear, so it should be something that's close to, says something about who you are and it's close to you. So there will be, and there already are, a variety of different metals and textures. So Right now, there's a black rhodium, which people have been attracted to, specifically men, actually, and a rose gold, which I love, and also the one I'm wearing today is a sterling silver. So when you think about identity and you think, why is this a ring, think back to historically how we've proven who we are to the world.
Great. Thank you, Melanie. Let's go off on this side.